Amazing, amazing, amazing. So let's go a little further from wherever we were. Yeah. So that is, if we use the word alienated, where have you alienated from yourself that is creating pain, that is showing up as pain in your body, in your relationships, in your financial aspect, everything that is? Are you in this time ready to release that, cleanse that, erase that for all times to come? And when we understand the word alienated, it means it comes from the word alien. Yeah? And what does alien mean? From another land. Yeah? So is it that all of us are from another land? And ever since we stepped onto this planet, we just started imbibing everything that we learned here, and we alienated from where we came. Yeah? Because all of us look so much like one another that we cannot differentiate. We do not have anything extra. Yeah? Extra as in, like all of us have two eyes and a nose and lips, 2 ears. Nobody has an extra one. So that is why, is that not that we have stopped identifying that yes, we are an alien in this body, and we have alienated our true self. And everywhere that we have alienated our true self, that is the illusion. And everywhere that we have stopped identifying who we truly are, we have come far from the illumination that we truly are into the illusion. Everything that brings up for you, are you in this time ready to get back to being an alien? Even if you sound weird, even if you behave weird, even if you do anything which people call weird, but is that your innate nature? Is that actually talking about the gift that you have come here with? Or is it talking about something else? So anywhere that we have alienated, are we experiencing pain there? And why are we experiencing pain? Because we've already always tried to fit into the brackets that are created by the people around us. It could be the husbands, the families, the siblings, the parents, or whoever. So they thought something was not right about us. Yeah? Like people who laugh really aloud, it is so hard for the others to even be with them. Yeah? Especially those who never allow themselves to even come to a space of smile, or to talk of a laughter. Yeah? So ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आपको लोग कहते रहते हैं ऐसे कैसे ना, ऐसे इतने सारे लोग बैठे होते हैं ना, इतना ऊंची हंसते नहीं है, उन्हें कुछ ठीक नहीं रहता, ये ऐसी कैसी सी आदत है तुम्हारी, और हम उसको कैसे गलत सा मान के और अपने आप को घोट के रख देते हैं कि नहीं बस है ना, अभी ज्यादा ऊंचे से हंसना भी नहीं, अभी ज्यादा ऊंचे से ये भी नहीं करना. Yeah. So everywhere that we have camouflaged camouflage the original self, is where we have alienated. तो वो वहां पे illumination आएगी कैसे? कैसे आ सकती है खुशी वहां पर? और कैसे वहां पेन ना हो, है ना? कैसे वहां पेन ना हो? क्योंकि जिसको तुमने, there are two parts of the alien. एक तो ये है कि आपने अपने ट्रू सेल्फ को एलियन बना दिया, है ना? जैसे उसको पहचानते ही नहीं, उसको पहचानते ही नहीं, तो उसको अब पहचानना वापस कर रहे हैं ना कि अच्छा अच्छा ये तो नहीं हूं मैं, ये तो नहीं मुझे, ये कहाँ से मैंने सीख लिया, ये कहाँ से मेरे जहन में आ गया कि इसको मैंने I've started utilizing it and I think it's my, if not my first nature, my second nature वो बन गई है. Yeah. So wherever you can use this word alien and alienated, are you in this time ready to let go of all the spaces, all the places, all the crevices that you have created with the distance that you have tried to maintain so that kahin true self baar na aa jaye. Everything that is, are you in this time ready to let all of that go? So some spiritual teachings state that all pain is ultimately an illusion, and this is true. The question is it true for you? A mere belief doesn't make it true. Do you want to experience pain for the rest of your life and keep saying that it is an illusion? A mere belief doesn't make it true. Do you want to experience pain for the rest of your life and keep saying that it is an illusion? Does that free you from pain? What we were concerned with here is how you can realize this truth, that is, make it real in your own experience. So the pain body doesn't want you to observe it directly and see it for what it is. The moment you observe it, feel its energy field within you, and take your attention into it, the identification is broken. A higher dimension of consciousness has come in. I call it presence. You are now the witness or the watcher of the pain body. Yeah. So yeah.
वो जो identification is broken वाली line समझा देंगे आप please?
Yeah, sure. We'll read it again. So the pain body doesn't want you to observe it directly and see it for what it is. The moment you observe, feel its energy field within you, and take your attention into it, the identification is broken. Identification with the pain body is broken. Yeah? Yeah? So identification with the pain body is broken. So obviously when you identify it, you break free from there. Yeah? You break free from the pain body.
You mean to say that when we know the cause of the pain, then the pain releases. You want to say that? Or when we have the awareness that why the pain is, then the pain releases. Is it so? Is it that
Like how do you identify the pain body? Like Vanisha was, she was quoting something today. Yeah. Now the thing is, something has already started happening in your body. Yeah. That is awareness. However, what is your head telling? उनसे pick तो नहीं किया, उनसे ये तो नहीं किया. You get that? Yeah. So अब identification कहाँ है उस चीज की? Identification है मैं किस चीज से की अवेयर हूं, या मुझे किस चीज का अवेयर होने की जरूरत है. Yeah. So when I ask this question, what am I aware of? There is something, my higher vibration, the inner intelligence tells me that probably You have picked up something from them. Yeah. But then, what am I desiring to be aware of? How can I get out of this? Because I do not have to be an empath anymore. I can just let it be. Why? Because I'll be in a better energy space, and from here I can heal. From here I can pray. From here I can do whatever. Yeah. If you start doing like this, people like us, we can never take sessions because everybody comes with their bundles of the negative energy field. They are never coming to you telling you, there are so many roses in my life. Will you like to share some? They never come with that. You get that? So obviously, you listen to them, you be with them, yeah, you be the space for them, but you do not entangle with them, their energies. Yeah. Because once I start entangling, then it's just like I lose gear of myself, and there I go. Yeah. So that is how you identify where the pain body is. Pain body is in the talk, pain body is in the past, pain body is in the episode. So once you identify, बस उसका जाना शुरू हो जाएगा. Yeah. So they say the moment you observe it, feel its energy field within you and take your attention into it, the identification is broken and a higher dimension of consciousness has come in. Yeah. Higher dimension has come in. तभी तो identify कर पाए उसको. आपने जगह दी तो higher consciousness जो है वो आ सकी. I call it presence. You are now the witness or the watcher of the pain body. Yeah. Like I'm saying, till the time I do not get out of myself and start observing how I do, what I do, I cannot be a witness, no? Until the time I'm not being a witness, I cannot change anything. I cannot change anything. Yeah? To change the form of the pain, that means transformation. I have to first identify it. Yeah? This means that it cannot use you anymore by pretending to be you, and it can no longer replenish itself through you. How is the pain replenishing itself through you? Because it is feeding on you. What is it feeding on? It is feeding on your attention. Yeah, it is feeding on your attention because you will keep giving it attention. And that is the food that the pain is always requiring. Yeah. So you have found your own innermost strength. You have accessed the power of now, power of the moment, where there is no time, no space. Yeah. So where there is no time, there is no space, that is just the moment. Yeah. And when it is just the moment, then what is it? There is no pain. Yeah. Because the pain is either stuck in the past or in the future. Everything that does not allow you to assimilate this easily, quickly. Everything that is, I am this time ready to let all of that go. So what happens to the pain body when we become conscious enough to break our identification with it? What happens to the pain body when we become conscious enough to break our identification with it? Unconsciousness creates it. Consciousness transmutes it into itself. Yeah? Unconsciousness creates the pain. And what does consciousness do? It will change the pain into pain-free. Am I making some sense? Yeah? Everything that does not allow you to perceive, to know, to receive this. And what if there were no points of views in between what is true and what are we doing? And when there is no gap, then it is just like you've asked for clarity, the clarity has come to you. And there is no struggle there. And everywhere that we make everything a struggle, everything that is, are you in this time ready to let all of that go? Saint Paul expressed this universal principle beautifully. Everything is shown up by being exposed to the light, and whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. नहीं? अंधकार में आप एक दिया जला देते हैं तो सारा अंधकार वो दिए से उज्जवल हो जाता है, नहीं? उजाला हो जाता है, सारी जगह लाइट ही लाइट हो जाती है, या? तो उसमें कितनी कितनी काबिलियत है ना, कितनी काबिलियत है लाइट में कि जहां जहां डार्कनेस है उसको छूने की जरूरत है, वो लाइट हो जाती है. Just as you cannot fight the darkness, you cannot fight the pain body. Yeah, we keep fighting the pain body. कि कब इससे मुझे मेरा छुटकारा होगा? Yeah, fighting will never give you ease. Why me will never give you ease. Yeah, always being the algorithmic interrupt and asking a question will start giving you ease. Yeah, because there will be something between the two thoughts, the distance between the two thoughts, where the conscious beam of light of the Supreme will just enter, and the consciousness will enter your head to come to your heart, and then it will start showing up in your entire body. Everywhere that we do not allow, or we are not an allowance of that, are you in this time ready to let that go? Trying to do so would create inner conflict and thus further pain. I'm reading it, rereading it. Just as you cannot fight the darkness, you cannot fight the pain body. Trying to do so would create inner conflict and thus further pain. So each time you keep fighting the pain, you will have more pain. Yeah. Fighting it is not releasing it. When we release the cause, the effect of it will also go away. Yeah. Yeah. Because out of all the bodies that we have, there is a causal body too. Yeah. So the causal body, everywhere that anything was caused there, we have to keep bearing the effect of that. Once that goes away, then we will not be multiplying pain in our life. Watching it is enough, है ना? जैसे बच्चे खेलते हैं ना, तो माएं उनको they are just watching, क्या कर रहे हैं, है ना? They're just watching. They're not interrupting. They're not saying anything. They're just watching. So you can also just watch. Just watch the pain. Watch कब करेंगे? बाहर से watch करते हैं ना, है ना? बाहर से ही watch कर सकते हैं ना? So just for a few minutes, just get out of your body, stand in front of you, and start watching yourself. Start watching the pain that you have. Start watching how does this pain behave with you. Start watching how do you behave with pain. Yeah, everything that does not allow you to be that watcher. Are you in this time ready to let that go? Watching it implies accepting it as part of what is at that moment. Yeah. Like Praveenji was sharing something yesterday about a grandchild. Can we use this tool there? Just being a watcher, not interrupting, just being an observer. Yeah. What is he doing? How is he doing? Yeah. And in being that watcher, in that observation, he will be giving you so much. What happens is, even when we are watching, actually we are watching through the heads, not the inner eyes. Yeah. So when we are watching with the heads, obviously our perception is so different. But when we watch with the inner eye, then it is something so different. You perceive a different level of understanding that the child is giving us, or whoever the person is giving us, which we're actually not ready to accept that somewhere. We are not in allowance of that yet. Nothing wrong, nothing right, but we are not in allowance of that yet. So everywhere that we are not in allowance of whatever is happening, everything that does not allow you, are you in this time ready to clear that, release that, erase that, eliminate that, dissipate that, evaporate that for all times to come? Are we good for today? Yeah. Anything around that we read? Are we good? Yeah. आइए थोड़ा सा meditation करते हैं. Let's release, relieve, erase all that has come up. It's so nice because anything which comes up, we are able to part with it and bid it a goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. अगर तुम आज ऊपर नहीं आते तो तुमको बाय कैसे कहते? और आज तो तुम ऊपर आके ना हमारे हमारे घर के द्वार पर ही बैठ गए ना, तो अब तो तुमको बाय कहना ही पड़ेगा. आइए थोड़े से let's have some moments and moments of connection. And moments of connection with the pain. And when we connect to this pain, we are just being a watcher of this pain, not entangling with that pain. And everybody here, whoever has a heaviness in the neck, the back side of the neck, at this moment, are we ready to release that? Are we ready to release that heaviness at the stem of the neck? Every word that we hear percolates in our bodies, in our systems, and it creates an energy. Whatever that energy might be, positive or negative. Actually, energy is neither positive nor negative, it is just energy. Our perception makes it so. However, that perception has a lot to do with what we are going through in our today and the history behind that is lying layer after layer after layer in our bodies. Have you ever experienced that a single word, when heard, just gives you goose pimples? And just a single word, when heard, triggers the anger inside. Just a single word, when heard, switches on the love button and all the possible juices, orgasmic, this itself shows that every word that we speak or that is ingested in our system has energy. And everywhere that this heaviness in our body that is showing up as, and at this time, at the stem of the neck, which is already released a little as this meditation is going on. What makes the energy freeze and what makes the energy release? It's so magical to just observe what makes the energy freeze and what makes the energy release from our bodies. Pain is the alienated self that we have been carrying around. It's just like a baggage that we have been carrying around. And anything that we have alienated with, we cannot utilize it. We cannot use it to our advantage. Why? Because we have alienated with it. तो उस पर हमारा हक नहीं. और हक किस पर रहता है? जिसको हम own, claim, acknowledge करते हैं. So if we have become alien in our own lives, how is it that we have even appreciated, owned, claimed, or acknowledged that self of ours? And is it that since we have not been able to own, claim, and acknowledge, that we have not been able to create a pain-free body and mind and relationships? Witnessing the self is the biggest practice just being a distant observer, the detached observer. Just like you watching from your balcony, people walking on the road outside. And how would you be observing the self, being a detached observer? One part of you just standing in the balcony, that is the highest vibrating self of yours, and watching the physical body of yours in the lane in front. And just watching what is happening with you. What are you doing? What are your thinking patterns? Why is it that you're holding on to so much pain? And how are you behaving with that package of pain? And it could be that things go back in time in your memory lane, where you suppressed yourself. And each time you suppressed yourself, there was an imbalance in the masculine divine and the sacred feminine energies inside. And any of the dominant energies which were coming at you from outside, they were the masculine energies. And when you suppressed yourself, you were the feminine divine. But what happened when you suppressed yourself? The balance between your feminine and your masculine energies came to an imbalance. There are just two kinds of energies which are available. The masculine energy is the electrical energy. The divine feminine energy that we talk about is the magnetic energy. So everything on the planet is happening around these two energies. And when we are talking about the magnetic energy, it is the energy of love. And the electrical energy, the masculine that we are talking about, it is the energy of light. We always talk about Shiv and Shakti, male and female. And everywhere that there is an imbalance of the electrical energy and the magnetic energy, imbalance between love and light, it creates the imbalance between the masculine divine and the feminine divine, creating an imbalance, creating pain. Why do we stop the energy flow in our bodies? What makes us stop those energy flows? When we know that energy is just here to flow, and energy is here to grow. Is it that our minimalistic understanding of the real creates hurdles in the energy flows in our bodies that create pain? Is it that we keep functioning from our heads more than our hearts? That is why we experience pain. Is it that in finding light, we keep finding the right and forget the love for self, the love for kindness, that somewhere is hiding within us? However, that kindness is quite far away in times when we are proving ourselves right, and we are quite far away from love. The donor is the masculine energy. The receiver is the feminine energy. For some, giving is so easy. For some, receiving is so tough. Is this talking about an imbalance somewhere? Is that talking about the pain? Illumination. Illumination to the divinity. Illumination of the divinity. Illumination of the supreme. the Supreme that stays inside us. Is so important because that is the only thing which keeps us pain free and in the divine equilibrium. And this divine equilibrium is so vital to have an illuminated body which is pain free. There are 3 steps to transform the pain. One is gratitude, the second is reverence, the third is transmutation. What do we have to be in gratitude of? Gratitude that the pain has shown up. Gratitude that it is not lying somewhere within and creating disease. It has just shown up. Reverence, the second point. Why do we have to be in reverence of the pain showing up? Because this showing up is giving us the right direction. And what is transmutation? The third. That right direction will take us to a space where we will metamorphosize this pain and completely change the form of this pain that will show up as growth. And once we grow, there is no reversal, there is no repetition. Let's be in gratitude of pain. Let's revere it as it has given us, guided us in the right direction, that has made us transform the pain into growth, expanding our lives. If not 100% in this moment, at least many steps ahead of where we were. Let's never alienate ourselves. Let's never distance from the alien that we truly are. What if we aligned with the alien that we truly are? Will that create a pain-free space everywhere that we do not get it? Get this deeper awareness, this deeper sense at the speed of space. Everything that does not allow. Are you in this time ready to clear that, erase that, release that, eliminate that, dissipate that, evaporate that, so that it never ever comes back to you ever again? Take a very long deep breath. And take another long deep breath. Coming back to our bodies, being aware of it, being aware of the comfort of the seats that we are sitting on lying down, being aware of the breath that is going inside and outside. Let's enjoy this breath. Let's enjoy this releasing. And just be in gratitude of that. And whenever you desire to get there, you can. Our bodies have already released all that was meant for today. The tightness, the pain, solidified energy. So you can have a good time, enjoying the release. Ask this released energy to create expansion in your bodies, filling that up with the divine light. And that light getting ingested in every cell of yours. healing all the pain and creating a pain free world for you. You can all be with this energy, and we shall meet you.